And welcome back. Well, cameras on school buses may soon be watching drivers on the road. Advocates unveiled what they call some dramatic proof that cameras are needed to keep our children safe. TV 1055's Carolyn Gussoff reports from Suffolk County.
Watch as drivers illegally whiz by a stopped school bus. School officials say it happens an estimated 50,000 times per day in New York State. Now it's caught on camera.
I don't think they do it on purpose. I think that some of them don't know.
Gail Winsper knows the consequences. As a bus driver, she helplessly watched a car strike a child.
I can close my eyes to this day, and it happened 30 years ago, and see that little boy in the road.
Now, as Longwood School District Transportation Director, she's launched this pilot program. 3 buses equipped with stop-arm cameras. In just 6 days, cameras caught 38 drivers ignoring flashing red lights and stop signs.
We could have had a child who was injured or killed.
Even when following this bus in our news van, drivers broke the law.
I don't know if they're distracted, if it's texting, if it's what kind of behavior it is, but they're definitely distracted, and it's an everyday occurrence, and it's a problem.
I know firsthand.
18 years as school bus driver, Suffolk legislator Kate Browning is pushing to make these cameras standard issue in New York State.
Their children are getting off a bus or on a bus, and people just fly right by.
For now, violators get DMV warning letters. A new state law could impose fines.
If they get a ticket, it's their fault because they weren't watching out for the little kids or they weren't stopping.
Critics call it government intrusion, a money grab like those hated and ultimately scrapped school speed zone cameras. But motorists told us they understand the rationale.
It's definitely different, and I see people do it all the time, and it worries me.
Advocates insist it's not about money, it's about saving lives. Last year in New York State, drivers passing stopped school buses struck 35 children. In Coram, Long Island, Carolyn Gussoff, TV 1055.
Now, 13 states, including Connecticut, allow stop-arm cameras on school buses. Bills are proposed in New York and New Jersey. AAA wants an education campaign to go along with the new laws. Now, more than 1/3 of adult Americans are medically obese. We're told to just eat less and exercise more to lose weight. Well, now it turns out our brains and our hormones are actually sabotaging our weight loss efforts. TV 1055's Dr. Max Gomez explains.
I maintained a high-protein diet. I worked out every day, and nothing has worked.
Christine Momoli is like so many Americans who've tried desperately to lose weight but just can't.
Depressing, frustrating.
Turns out it's not that Momoli isn't trying hard enough, it's that her own body is actually working against her weight loss.
There are physical changes in the brain that encourage weight gain and make weight loss more difficult. When you try to lose weight, there are at least 8 hormones that all go in the direction of weight gain.
That's right. A high-calorie diet damages brain cells in the tiny area of the brain that essentially functions as your weight thermostat. Dr. Louis Aroni, an internationally known obesity researcher, says signals from your body can't get through to tell your brain how much you've eaten and how much fat is stored.
Your brain thinks that you're losing weight, even though you're gaining weight.
Worse yet, eventually those brain and hormone changes become permanent. That's what led Michelle Hartley to think that it was her fault she wasn't losing weight.
I talked to my doctors and I kept saying, what is wrong with me? And then they said, it's not you, it's your body is so used to the yo-yoing and all the hormonal changes that you couldn't lose weight even if you starved yourself for the next 6 months.
Her last hope was bariatric surgery, and now Hartley is 112 pounds lighter. Dr. Aroni says we're not doomed in our weight loss efforts. Now that we know so much more about what's going on in our brains and hormones when we try to lose weight, he's optimistic that better treatments and diet aids will be developed. Meanwhile, don't give up. Even a few pounds off makes you healthier. Dr. Max Gomez, TV 1055.
And still to come, the Ronald McDonald House of Long Island will soon celebrate a landmark anniversary. We'll tell you how you can support this beloved and unique institution just by taking a walk. Stay with us.